Good evening, Cher.
Good evening, Coach.
Parang mga kwentuhan natin sa sa backstage
Oo.
Yeah.
Ang ganda,
Masayang
energy
masaya.
up agad eh.
Saka yun ang masaya sa ating dalawa na every week nagkikita tayo dito and we are always excited to see each other. And that speaks a lot about how this project has or advocacy has developed from the time that it was being, it was not even
Conceived, oo.
hindi pa parang hindi pa nga buo eh, 'di ba? It was just a conversation in a
Mhm,
coffee shop, 'di
mhm,
ba?
mhm.
With wine, 'di ba? With vina. And then, we were talking about it and and then the evolution of it from even before the pandemic, pinagkukwentuhan na
True.
natin. The
Mm-mm.
attempts, 'di ba? We even made an attempt to go mainstream and
Yes, oo.
and
Nag-radio pa,
collaborate,
mayroon.
marami. So, and the journey has been very para sa akin fulfilling talaga
Yes, oo.
because we have developed an organic group of people who are really followers of the advocacy.
Community,
Hindi
yes.
tayo hindi naman tayo
Mm-mm.
mahalaga dito eh. Tayo lang tayo rito facilitators of yung paborito nating mantra, inspiring the hearts, empowering the minds, and 'di ba, equipping the hands of presto negosyante. So magandang
Yes.
gabi po sa inyong lahat. It's another umulan eh, biglang
Oh,
maaraw.
tatanungin ko pala
Maganda
eh,
yung
kamusta
araw
dyan?
kanina eh. Maganda yung
Mm.
araw kanina tapos biglang umulan, no? Umulan
Mhm.
siya.
Mhm.
So magandang gabi sa ating lahat. Habang binubuksan ko ang aking Facebook, kasi nagcha-charge yung phone ko eh.
Yan, oo. Naisip ko, Coach, yung sinabi mong nag-umpisa sa kape. So, meron pala talagang pag-asa na yung kape tayo maging productive, hindi lang MLM.
Basta open-minded ka. Basta
Basta
open-minded.
open-minded. Oo. Pero dapat organic. Oh, hindi yung pilit. Hindi yung bigla na lang magkape tayo pero hindi tayo nag-uusap. Alam natin na we were very much aligned with our values when we
So
talked about
speaking
it.
speaking of which, no, I'm a believer of that, no. I always entertain invitations for conversations.
Hmm.
'Di ba? Coffee is in the middle of it, but the conversation, the engagement, diyan na incubate eh, diyan actually na fertilize, no.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kung ano man ang gusto nating itawag, no, yung diyan nakukonceive yung mga future
Yes.
collaborations,
Mm-mm.
something big, no, that
Ah.
can come out of it. All starts with a conversation, eh, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Kasi ideas, pag
Totoo.
sinarili mo yan, wala namang mangyayari.
Oo,
You just
kailangan
have to,
mag-germinate siya, ma-out.
yeah, and you also have to talk to other people for you to, di ba? Bounce
Mm-mm.
around yung idea, sabi nga,
Agree.
di ba? Anong tingin mo, di ba? Yun yung
Ah,
powerful word eh. Anong tingin
yes.
mo?
Mm-mm.
Actually, it's respectful eh, no? Because you're actually showing respect towards other people's
Mm-mm.
interest, intellect, and di ba, their capability to provide input. No?
Mhm,
Parating
mhm.
masaya kasi ako, collaborator ako by
Yep.
nature, tingin ko eh.
Mm.
Talagang I enjoy conversations. Although minsan may mga pag hindi align, nagugulat sila na parang kamusta ka lang yung tinanong, ang haba ng sagot ko, no?
Ayun naman, may
So,
pinaghuhugutan, oo. Mm.
lalo pag yung topic eh, nako, na-trigger mo ako sa mga topic na gusto ko, na haba yan. But I think that's my, that's where I get, one of my sources of fulfillment in life, di ba?
Mm, mm.
Being able to share what's inside your mind, no, what your heart is, what is your heart is capable of making other people feel, 'di ba? Iba 'yun eh,
Mm.
yun ang
Yeah,
joy ng buhay eh. 'Di
totoo.
ba? You wake up with purpose to engage, ika nga, no.
Mm.
Speaking of engagement, no, itong mga
Ayan.
early engagers,
Mhm, mhm.
no, tao, no, bago ang lahat, congratulations kay Melody Hamito sa kanyang wedding, isa sa
Ayan,
mga regular classmates natin. And
congratulations.
understandable na hindi siya ngayon makaka-attend, no?
Oo naman.
Malamang honeymoon eh, nanonood pa rin siya
Oo.
baka magalit naman ang kanyang no, ang kanyang esposo. So si Victor Mempin at si Chef Jordan Bernardo nandito na mula sa UK at mula sa Valenzuela. At naman pinanggalingan,
Mm.
magkakalayo pero
Mm.
nagkakasama-sama bilang classmates dito every Tuesday. Si paring Joven, syempre,
Mm.
apat na pusong mapula. Ayan. Si Kenneth Rao, nandito na rin si Kenneth Rao at si Kenneth, no, iba pa yan. Si
Oo.
Maymay Cruz, nandito na po at si Joey Katipon at of course, excited na nanonood ngayong gabi, no? Ang nagalit siya, bakit daw empress na siya bigla, no? Last week, no? So baguhin natin yung titulo
Ano
niyan.
ano na ang title?
Oo
Ano
nga,
na?
eh. Babalik natin muna sa pinaka-fundamental, no?
Okay.
Na napapanahon
Mm.
ang tunay na kapitana ng barangay.
Kapitana. Pero sa
Oh,
Mayo,
hindi tumatakbo, hindi nagpupolitika, pero ano, siya talaga
kapitana.
ang tunay na
Oo.
kapitana no
Oo.
ng buong Parañaque, hindi lang ng barangay nila. Oh, si Mami Sin
Taray.
Pineda.
Yes. So sa May, ano siya, sa Mayo, Reyna Emperatriz siya. Yan.
Yeah, oo, hindi lang Reyna Elena, Emperatriz.
Mm-mm.
So, natutuwa siya kasi iba, sabi niya, ba't naman linggo-linggo ibang aking titulo? Eh, sabi ko, wala naman pong bayad yan. No? Nagbibigay pugay lang, no?
Mm-mm.
Tonight, yung topic natin is about training. Ito, magaling
Yes.
mag-training ito si Steph, no? Si Stephanie Maria Tangaro. Yan, from
Mm.
SM North EDSA, Buffalo's Wings and
Mm.
Things.
Yan.
And as usual, pag ganito yung mga topic, ang aga pa lang, ang dami na kagad viewers. Eh, no?
Oo,
So, simulan na
inspired.
natin yung ating
Yan po
top
ating
3
last week.
takeaways. So,
Yes, ang ating top 3 takeaways. Ito, first pa lang excited na tayo yung your core values drive or dictate decisions and behavior. So people manifest the values of the organization through their actions because it's what you stand for.
actually, yung first takeaway mo, malalim na yung kahulugan nun. Even not
Mm-mm.
only in the realm of the resto negosyo or resto business, but more importantly in terms of understanding, no, how human beings behave, di ba? Saan nanggagaling, di ba? Kaya nga yung tagline natin dito, inspiring the heart, empowering the minds, and no, equipping the hands. Kasi na-recognize natin yung Triple H eh.
Yes.
Di ba? Na yung kinikilos ng tao, what they decide to do, what they, actually, how they behave, even yung yung demeanor is driven actually by one person's values, di ba? Di ba? Yung intent, no? Intent to live those values, to isabuhay yung mga, not just values but also principles and beliefs, no? Ang daming katawagan dyan, pero sa totoo lang, tama yung sinabi mo, yung pang-encapsulate mo, no? It's what you stand for, no? Yung mga decision mo, yun yung nagsasabi sa tao na, yun yung mga, okay, ganyan ka pala magdesisyon. So malamang, itong mga core values mo, di ba? Kung babaligtarin mo yung proseso. Ganyan ka mag-behave. So minsan, napapagbintangan pa yung magulang, di ba? Kawawa naman yung mga magulang parate, no? Hindi pinalaki ng maayos ng magulang. Pero totoo nun, those are your personal core values. Hindi ka marunong pumila. Di ba? Namimingit ka, no? Or baliktad, no? Magalang ka, di ba? Professional ka, no? And all of those things actually tell people what's inside of you. Not literally, but figuratively.
And then yung second point natin, amidst all, I think one guiding question should always be, how do you blank want to feel?
Yeah, totoo yun. When teaching service and hospitality, ako when, I even talk about it with my family members, no? Ultimately, when you process it, if you go back, how did you want to, how did you want that other person to feel? Bakit mo ginawa yun, di ba? And then people will realize, oh nga, no? I didn't think of that, no? Some would call it empathy, some would call it, with a more technical, but ako ang simplification ko ron is, even when teaching hospitality and service, how do you want to make the other person feel? Diba? And then reverse mo. If you were in that position, how would you like to feel? Diba? If you're so excited going to the restaurant, you're craving for food, for the food that you like, and then you enter the restaurant and somebody greets you with a smile, welcomes you, diba? How will that make you feel? Wow! Naiintindihan niya na excited ako and they're also as excited as me, di ba? Ang ganda eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung idea scenario. And when you think of it, it's not really something that's complicated. No, it's not rocket science, ika nga ng mga Amerikano, di ba? But it's human nature. It's human to human interaction.
Yes. And it's universal, kahit saan kang bansa,
Totoo yun.
bansa.
Try mo yan, ngitian mo yung kapwa-tao mo, humingiti. Pag hindi humingiti, intindihin mo, may konteksto yun. Diba? Yung paradigm niya, iba, diba? So, yan.
Ayun. Tapos ang ating third point is, there are no shortcuts or creation of personas. It's all about authenticity and consistency.
Oo, iba yun, ano? Ibang profession yung acting, no? Or yung having a different persona. And it's tiring. Kapagod yun, di ba? Kasi hindi yun ang natural state mo. No? It's, the key is to actually imbibe yung mga values that will enhance or enrich your personality. It will actually make you inspirational to others. No? It will make you a more influential person in a positive way.
Mhm.
'Di ba kasi naman sa totoo lang, yun ang mas malalim na ikinahahanga ng tao or what people admire in other people is yung consistency. And you can
Mhm.
only get to consistent behavior, no? Yung ika nga, what you say, consistent, vertically meaning what you feel, what you say, what you do are all consistent. And meron din consistency in terms of overtime or yung lateral or horizontal consistency na over time, pag nakita mo siya, parating consistently joyful, consistently happy, consistently respectful.
Mhm.
It means that that's authentic, no? Sincere. It's
Mhm.
coming from within. It's
Mhm.
not something that's aking ika nga, dog and pony show or something that you're just putting out to
Mhm.
please people, knowing that you're in the spotlight, di ba?
Yes. So,
Sa server, ano yan yung pagkakaharap mo yung 'di ba? Kaharap mo yung kapwa mo empleyado, kaharap mo yung nagdi-deliver ng bigas sa tindahan mo,
mhm.
consistent ka.
Mhm.
Hindi ka naninino. Sa Tagalog, maganda yung salita na yan, no? Hindi ka
Mhm.
naninino, no? You
Oo.
don't. Ang galing din ng lingwaheng Filipino
Oo,
talaga, eh.
nino.
Ako na-amaze talaga ako, no? Hindi ka naninino or you're not judging people, no? You're not treating them differently just because of their status in life or,
Mm.
'di ba? But it's your genuinely ikaw yung consistent factor, eh.
Mhm.
Hindi yung tao sa paligid mo, no, na may excuse yan na,
Yes, sir.
"Hindi kasi ganito ka kaya nag-react ako ng gano'n." I mean, you're consistently living your values,
Hmm.
'di ba?
Ayan. Exciting yan. Kasi from there, nandun na tayo sa ating episode 155.
Yes, episode
Ating,
155 bago natin simulan, ang daming nanonood ng mga kaibigan, no, nandirito si, Christina McCaffrey, parang pamilyar yung pangalan na yun, no? Si co-host din yan, substitute co-host,
Oo.
and of course, naging guest na rin natin ng Bridgets, no? Bridgets, si Christina McCaffrey. Naku, meron silang pinagtatrabahuhan ngayon na rin, no, mga bagong konsepto. So, very excited to have them over, no, pagka nilaunch na nila yan. Ariane Cruz is also with us, si Anje. So, Anje, Alimanya, naku, namimiss na kita. Ang tagal na natin hindi nagkikita, no. Dati kong kasama to. Magaling ito sa pinakamagaling na hostess, no, yung
Mm.
mga receptionist sa loob
Mm-mm.
sa front ng restaurant, magaling yan. Hindi
Mm-mm.
nararatel yan kahit napakaraming names on the wait, no, si Anje Alimanya. And then si Joven Manalo, si paring Joven pala yun, ibang account lang. And si paring Norman Zamora. May good news na ba, paring Norman?
Mhm.
Balitaan mo naman ako ng good news. Igigess natin to. Kasi ito
Ayan,
naman
ayan.
si paring Norman, from being a kitchen manager, ang haba niya rin ng journey niya. Ang dami niyang concepts na nabuksan. And now, nandun naman sa side naman siya na nagpa-franchise sila. No?
Mhm.
Ay siya isa sa mga top executives ng SM. Ayan, si paring
Mm.
Norman Zamora. Si Richard Negrosa, klasiko to nung college sa UPCMC. Si Nikki Barido, maayong gabi at ang kanyang, syempre signature greeting ni Nikki yan. Maayong gabi
Gabi.
sa ating lahat. At syempre, mahaba ang topic, simulan na natin.
Oo,
As
ayan.
usual, pang Miss Universe ang mga questions ng aking mga kapartners. So,
Oo.
let's get it on.
Yes, so
Let's get
ano,
it on.
tinag team ka namin, coach.
Nakita ko yung mga tanong talagang pang college entrance exam.
Ayan. So,
Sige.
first question pa lang. Oh, how can investing in employee training enhance the value of your restaurant business?
Alam mo, well, hindi kita binobola. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-frame ng question kasi yun nandun yung sagot yung investing.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Pwede mo sabihin, how does training, 'di ba? Ano yung buuin mo yung question, palitan mo yung investing. Gawin mong how does. O, sige, gawin mo. How does training?
How does training um, how can investing nga no, how does training enhance the value of your
Oh,
restaurant
'di
business?
ba? Oo, 'di
Ah.
ba? Ayan ang isa sa
Mm.
master ko yung tamang pagtatanong. Pero nilagyan mo ng
Mm.
magandang framing. Investing. No, ibig sabihin yung mindset ng nagtatanong, alam niya that training is an investment. 'Di ba? Hindi mo pwedeng yung kasi pag nasa cost cutting mindset ka, hindi ka
Oo.
mag-invest sa training, 'di ba?
Oo. That's the
Parang
first to go
parang
minsan eh. Oo.
I mean arguable like for example, no, I'll give you a question, parang something to think about. Bakit ka pa mag-invest sa training? Kumuha ka na ng magaling na.
Mhm.
Oo. Shortcut, 'di ba? Puwede rin 'yun, 'di ba? Parang it sounds strategic, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero meron ding pros and cons,
Yes.
'di ba?
Totoo.
So, you cannot populate your restaurant with all veterans
Okay.
kasi may dala-dala na yung kanya-kanyang kultura kung saan man sila
Correct.
nanggaling, di ba?
Oo.
So if you're a startup and kaya nga nakasegue to doon sa nakaraang mga episodes natin, di ba? Yung culture, yung values to value, di ba? Because three-part series to eh. Parang lead on to this episode. Merong pros and cons, and ako, I'm a believer that investing in training is actually one of the biggest, and the most ika nga sound, no, or ano ba magandang term na gamitin, financially rewarding investments that you can make, no, whether it's a resto negosyo or another form of business, or even in
Any
sports,
organization actually.
any
Yes.
organization,
Oo.
no, kasi ikaw nandiyan ka sa field na yan ngayon, di ba? So training, and you would have a lot of things to, of course, share with us tonight as well, no. Pero sa akin, as a resto negosyante, ako kasi product of training ako eh. Diba? Nagsimula ako from the most fundamental, and I remember my day one, knowing na lumaki na ako literally sa isang restaurant, pansiteria, pero nung pumunta ako sa Jollibee, parang na-overwhelm ako. Ang dami kong matututunan. Na-overwhelm ako positively. Ang dami kong dapat palang aralin. Akala ko pag as a customer, kumain ka, ang dali naman ang ginagawa nila, no? And then you realize, no, from, getting the requirements, that's actually training, di ba? Kasi for the first time in your life, pupunta ka sa NBI, pupunta ka sa, dahil nung araw, wala naman satellite offices, talaga pupunta ka sa main, di ba? Sa main ng SSS, sa main ng NBI. Diyan nagkakabistuhan ng edad, pag hiningi yung original na SSS ID ko, parang ano siya, memorabilia ng nakaraan.
Pang museum na.
Imagine, it's from 1992. So, di ba? So, that in itself is training, and then you get to employee orientation, diba? That's the first time that you're going to employ. Iba na kasi may pinag-uusapan ng bayad diba? At saka you're required to, hindi na siya parang eskwelahan na pwede mong, take lightly, but ito, meron ng mga rules, may mga policies, house rules, etc. And then you get introduced dun sa magic words, no? Doon ako na in love systems and standards. Sorry, standards and systems. Wow, di ba? Parang, wow, everything is organized, everything is standardized, everything is systematic. So, nakaka-excite, no? And then, makita mo, may mamimit kang mga kuya at ate, sila pala yung mga trainers. Di ba? So, ako sarili ko, to answer the question, believer ako kasi ako nag-benefit ako sa training. And hindi naman po siguro, modesty aside, meron naman siguro kung contribution sa lipunan, ano? And the owners of Jollibee invested in me. The owners of Bistro Holdings at that time, no, si Mr. Stelton invested in me. Sent me to the States for training. Imagine that, no? Yeah. And yung the least that you could do is to transfer the technology or what you learn to back to the Philippines, di ba? Ibalik mo. Diba? And train other people.
Yeah.
So, ang sagot doon, because training has a multiplier effect.
Yes.
Especially when you talk about one particular aspect of training or one particular sector of training, which is leadership development. Kasi doon nangyayari yung magic, no? That a trainer develops other trainers. A leader develops other leaders.
Yes.
And yung mga trainer, may special passion yung mga yan. Not everyone is cut out to be a trainer. Kasi some people really are doers, di ba? They just do it fast, they do it well, but they don't want to coach, they don't want to teach, no? Because siguro communication or personality, but being a trainer is actually a special skill. So if you develop a culture kung isa-isayin natin, share para masulit yung mga nakikinig, nanonood. Kung titingnan mo yung duluhan mo, okay, ang question mo, di ba, how does the investment, kumbaga, translate into returns?
Yes.
Well, unahin mo sa benta. Di ba? Well-trained people actually deliver more sales, no? Salesmanship, no? They know how to market the brand, no? So top line mo tataas, di ba? Customer experience will make other customers go back again, and they can develop active brand loyalists, no? Regular customers, no? And then you talk about food costs, no? The one of the biggest items, no, sa pinag-uusapan sa restaurant. Well-trained cooks adhere to recipes. So yung mga wastage, yung mga inefficiencies, 'di ba? yung mga mistakes, nami-minimize yan eh. 'Di ba? Merong cost of training sa simula, pero as you go along, 'di ba? Natututo yung tao, they can make decisions, training decisions such as wag ituloy, ito
Mhm.
ituloy ito, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Training performance evaluation, 'di ba? And so it has an impact on food cost, 'di ba? Kasi execution ng pagkain, no? Understanding yung sistema ng FIFO, understanding yung impact ng tamang pagpapan sa POS kung sa front of the house, may impact lahat yun eh. Imagine a
Tahi-tahi.
scenario sa restaurant na ang daming mali sa pagpapunch, gagawin ng kusina, tapos hindi ito in order, sorry kuya, mali pala.
Mm,
Food cost
mm,
yun, di ba?
mm.
Food cost yun, no? Kahit i-charge mo pa yun eh, no? I mean,
Yeah.
arguable yun, no? But,
Mm.
and then you'd go to labor cost. Ayun talaga kitang-kita mo. Because the more training you put in, and with the right people, no? Again, ang assumption natin dito, tama yung mga
Training.
tao, no? Because
Mm.
ako ang unang tao magsasabi sa inyo, training is overrated.
Mhm.
In the sense that if you have the wrong people, then
Hindi siya
no amount of
mako-correct.
training can cure
Yeah.
that, eh, no? So
Mm.
recruitment, for another, na-cover na natin yan eh, in the past episode, how
Mm.
important, like 90% of it is recruitment, no? And then training can do its job, provided that it's the right people that they were trained, no?
Ah.
So, going back to the point, ang sinasabi natin dito, di ba, is that kaya na humawak ng 3, 4 na mesa, di ba? And nagko-cross-train, di ba? Cross-training, marunong na sa front, marunong pa sa kusina, di ba? So, all of these things, no, will impact your labor cost, no? Kasi ako, when I look at labor cost, I look at productivity, eh. Sales per man hour yung metrics yan, eh. Gano'ng karaming sales na napuproduce ng isang man hour na ininvest mo? And then you go down the line, no? Sense of ownership pagdating sa utilities, paggamit ng kuryente,
Yeah.
paggamit ng ilaw, no? Pag-maintain ng tindahan, no? Hindi hinahayaan, no? Those are all products of proper training, eh.
Mhm.
'Di ba? So babalikan mo yung last episode. For values to be translated into tangible value, ang nasa gitna ng training. Kasi paano mo i-channel yung isang taong may integrity na mag-manifest ng behaviors that will actually produce tangible value for your business? Training yon,
Mhm.
'di ba? Paano mo i-harness halimbawa yung isang kusinero na nakita mo na ang ganda ng ang tawag doon, yung hand and eye coordination. Paano mo siya i-utilize, no? Malakas siyang mag-multitask, no? Saan mo siyang stasyon ilalagay, 'di ba? And paano mo iti-train para ma-harness, no? Yung tao na may pagpapahalaga sa quality, anong role ibibigay mo sa kanya? Paano mo siya iti-train para malabas yung full potential niya? So there you go, 'di ba?
Tahi-tahi
Pagdating
talaga.
nung controllable expenses mo, no? It's a product of training and recruitment. 'Di ba? And yung operations na pangatlong rectangle, madali pag yung recruitment at training ay nagawa ng tama.
Mm. Ang ganda ng
Sorry,
sagot
haba ng
kasi ano
sagot
siya,
ko, ah.
hindi okay lang coach kasi laging I like what you said in terms of yung pagdating dun sa training. Minsan kasi nakikita siya as a cost and sometimes people see it as soft. Di ba? Minsan soft skills. I
Naku,
think we're, yeah,
paborito ko yan, eh, yung
yun.
maraming tumatawag na soft. Naku, Diyos ko.
No such thing.
Magtatalo tayo pagka ano.
Oo, especially those are the same skills, people skills that are even more important now that AI is around. So
Yes,
that dun yung
agree.
nagkakaroon ng difference eh.
Agree, no? Yung mahirap sukatin, eh. Pero proven, 'di ba? Kaya nga ano eh, I think one of the milestone books yung ano eh, Good to Great.
Mm.
Kasi sinukat niya yung impact and lumabas siya, no, that level 5 leadership is one of those things that make a difference, no, sa mga from being a good company to a great company, 'di ba? Na even si John Maxwell, ano yan eh, theory rin niya yan eh. You need level 5 leadership para magkaroon ng multiplier effect. And in the midst of all those things developing, growth and development sa people, training ang nasa gitna nun eh. 'Di ba? Training is actually it can be as intangible, quote unquote, as modeling.
Mm.
Training yan eh, yung if you
Mm-mm.
as a leader behave in a
Yeah.
certain way,
Don't tell me, show
and
me.
people, emulate your behavior, training yun eh.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? To the more technical na talagang yung technical skills, no? You devote classroom training, tapos merong hands-on training, and then may validation, 'di ba? Kasi when you talk about training, no, ito magandang i-take down nyo to, no, yung training department. Anong klaseng tao hanapin ko para maging magaling na trainer? Well, you have to understand the dimensions of the whole process of training. Number one is training content analysis. No? Ano yung kapasidad ng trainer na mag-analyze ng ano ba yung mga itinuturo natin ngayon? 'Di ba? Anong mga aklat yung ginagamit natin? Itong mga standards ba natin ay 'di ba? Updated, relevant and kumbaga appropriate for the current situation. After training content analysis, then you would have, training content development, di ba? After mo ma-analyze yung training content, do you need to make revisions, to make changes, to make it more concise, to make it more easy to understand? After training content analysis, yung development of training content is yung execution ng training itself, di ba? And then after that, yung evaluation ng execution ng training or training evaluation, di ba? And then you go back to the drawing board, di ba? And you gather feedback, you validate the results of the training, and then you go back to the drawing board and analyze it again. Di ba? So pag hindi mo na-recognize yung proseso na yon, akala mo basta marunong magturo, okay na. Ano ituturo?
Correct.
Diba? And then sasabihin sa'yo ng ay, sorry po hindi ako, marunong po akong magturo pero hindi ko po kayang gumawa ng PowerPoint eh. Hindi ko po kayang gumawa ng outline. At parati kong inuulit yan, no? Sana nakuha nyo na yung clue. Isa sa mga importanteng skill sa buhay, pag nagtatrabaho ka, nagninegosyo ka, is paggawa ng outline. Yung organizing your thoughts, no? And limiting it to the essential things that I want to cover, no? Understanding the objectives, no? Parang ano rin yan, yung dulo naman, yung creating summaries, no? Diba? Kasi yung minutes of the meeting, ano yan eh, parang sobrang haba, pero ano yung essence?
Yes.
Kaya nga meron tayong top 3 takeaways dito parati, linggo-linggo eh, di ba? So, and then kami, no, before we put out an episode, big guide questions. Kasi hindi pwedeng freewheeling discussion lang na nagkikwentuhan lang tayo. So, in a way, may outline kami. And then sa dulo, may summary kami. Okay? So,
ayun ang framework. Ayan. Okay, first question pa lang, hitik na. So, ano naman yung key, ayun, I think you covered yung sa key elements to consider when designing a training program. I think we covered that. The third part is, how can training help improve customer service and satisfaction in your restaurant negosyo?
maganda na hiniwalay niyo yung customer service and satisfaction because satisfaction it also covers quality, di ba? Yung quality management training na tinatawag, no? Number one is it has a relationship with the previous episodes, no? Is to have a well-defined set of core values for the company, no? That people can understand. Dito kami mag-a-align, no? Dito, etong kumpanya na to, ito yung pinaniniwalaan niya, dito ako mag-a-align. Then you will attract the right people, then you will have the right people to train in the first place, right? It's very important. And then secondly, no, after which, no, okay, meron tayong malinaw na description kung ano yung ating values, then yung standards and systems. 'Di ba? Kasi yun muna yung mga, kumbaga, pundasyon yun eh. Okay, ano ite-train natin? Kung meron man tayong de-develop na very specific course about hospitality, service, customer satisfaction, lahat yan huhugutin mo pa rin yan dun sa ano ba yung standard mismo ng kumpanya. So, papasok dyan yung isang topic na paborito mo rin, brand, no? Ano ba yung standards ng brand? Ano ba yung personalidad ng brand? Kailangan naka-cohesive yan dun sa, yung cohesive yan yung personalidad ng brand, nagre-reflect, no? Hindi pa pwedeng nasa fast casual kayo, ang behavior niyo pang fine dining. Diba? So, those are the things that needs to be cohesive and aligned. Diba? So, ngayon, how will it actually improve? No? Binanggit natin kanina. No, ang buong proseso is recruitment, people development or training, and then yung operations na execution. Sa operations execution, dapat merong constant pagbibigay ng feedback and evaluation. Kaya nga, di ba, isa sa mga systems na kinover natin ng nakaraang mga episode, di ba, yung high impact leadership disciplines, no? Yung may pamumuno, merong namumuno doon sa isang shift para siya yung nagva-validate kung na-execute ba yung mga itinuro sa training, no? At isinet na standard, di ba? Yung mga sistema nasusunod ba? Kasi kung meron tayong inilatag ng mga sistema, ng mga standards, pero wala tayong commitment to validate, di ba? Yun yung yung proseso, no? To validate, no? And get feedback, then mararamdaman ng mga tinuruan na okay naman pala, hindi naman pala chine-check.
Oo.
Hindi naman pala chine-check, itinuro lang.
Mm-mm.
So, optional siya. 'Di ba? Optional siya. So, yun yung key factor, no? And then when you talk about customer satisfaction, no? Customer service and then customer satisfaction, one factor that comes to mind is yung quality assurance. No?
Mhm.
How well trained people are in terms of what are the non-compromise standards, no? Na kahit yung may-ari hindi niya pwedeng suwayin yun. 'Di ba? Ako parati kong ina-emphasize yan, what you permit, you promote. There's no such thing, no, if you're involved in the business, there's no such thing as a non-working visit. When you visit one of your branches or when you visit the business, you have to be who you are. If you're an officer of the company, if you see something going on that is not within the standards, you have to say something. Kasi otherwise,
Speak up.
you permitted it to happen. Diba? So, setting the standards, no? And I think, yung consistent na pag-implement ng mga standards, no? And I don't want to use the word compliance, eh. Kasi compliance is ano yan, napakababaw niya, parang it's just obedience, no? It's, the full indoctrination and the voluntary, no, behavior of people that, people behaving within the standards, enthusiastically, no, promoting and upholding the systems, di ba? Then you have a strong culture. Bumalik na sa kultura, di ba? A strong culture na not just a product of training, but also a product of recruitment and a product of consistent, execution and validation during the operations of the store. Diba? Yung business hours, yung operating hours, iba yun eh.
Yes.
Diba? It all starts from, the moment that they enter the restaurant, ano yung engagement, employee engagement, diba? Alam niyan, nasa field ka niyan eh, no? Diba? Na employee engagement is very important. No? Otherwise, no, it will be robotic, magmamanifest yan eh. Kasi how we train our people, how we engage our people is how they will engage the customers. Diba? Tama ba yan, Cher?
Yes, totoo, coach. Kasi that's why I like what you said a while ago, that not all trainers can properly do the training kasi it takes time. Hindi siya yung i-upload mo lang sa tao. May imbibe na niya eh. So if whatever you try, you still have to see if it's done. You have to evaluate and have to tell them, or you have to point out to provide feedback. So ibabalik at ibabalik siya. So it takes time.
Yeah, that's why no, yung like for example in our field, no, one of the fields that's dearest to me is franchising. I always emphasize, no, I'm not selling a franchise. No, I'm actually partnering with you with, mutual commitment that you will participate actively in the running, in leading people and managing the business. Kasi ang restaurant na franchise, hindi siya pwedeng autopilot. And I'm sure maski naman ibang franchise sa ibang industriya, hindi rin naman eh. You have to, learn about the brand, embrace the brand culture, the brand values. Then, you have to, hindi siya transactional eh. No? If you make your business too transactional, then that's what you will get. Transactional customers as well. Who will look for the, the best transaction available, di ba? Ako kasi naniniwala ako dun sa relationship building, no? Even, towards other stakeholders, hindi lang sa sa customer mismo, but with franchisees, with vendors, with landlords, relationship talaga siya.
Ano naman yung training ng areas ng training that are non-negotiable, and ano yung pwedeng later date? Kasi for those who are starting out, ano yung sige, tayo gagawa or mag-outsource tayo?
Maganda yung katanungan mo kasi like the scenario by typical resto negosyante is hindi siya jack of all trades. Number one, syempre hindi naman lahat ng nagninegosyo ng restaurant accountant. 'Di ba? Hindi marketer. So, number one, you have to recognize alin yung expertise mo eh. Kasi the worst thing is to teach people about something that you're not an expert on, no? So, pinararami mo lang yung mediocre na mga tao doon sa aspeto na yun, ano?
Hindi lahat siya nag-Google, no?
Hindi lahat kayang dalhin sa Google at sa effort, no? At sipag at tiyaga, no? Pati kung sinasabi yan, no? And recognize, no? Ano yung expertise mo? Doon ka lang pwede magturo. Yun. Diba? Yun, importante yun eh. Na the other things that you're not an expert on, wag mo nang i-outsource mo. Outsource meaning internally. Get somebody, among your people, magaling to sa kusina, sino pinakamagaling kong kusinero, no? De-develop ko siya as a trainer. Kung hindi ko kayang magturo ng pagtuturo, mag-a-hire ako ng consultant, no? Yung training the trainer. Di ba? Pa-attendin ko siya ng seminar.
Yep.
No? Mag-invest ako sa webinar, mag-invest ako, panonoorin ko siya ng The Resto Coach, no? Kung ano man, ano? And yung recognition na yon of what you are actually good at is very important.
True.
Kasi karamihan
Self-awareness.
ng resto negosyante, yung kala niya dapat niyang gawin lahat.
Mm-mm.
Na in the end, unang-una, na-spread ka too thin, no? Too thinly. And then, secondly, yung core nung expertise mo, numinipis din, nadadilute. Diba? Yung trabaho mo as an owner, you have to remember, no, when you're a resto negosyante, you also have to function, no? You also have to function as a contributing member of the organization, no? You have to either become a president or act like a president even without a calling card of president, no? Or you can be, you're the expert in terms of accounting, so ikaw sa finance, no? And yun yung importante, no? To recognize that there are a lot of aspects to make the resto negosyo run smoothly and successfully. No? And lahat yan nagre-require ng training. Hindi pa pwedeng, accounting, hindi naman kailangan ng training yan. Kailangan yan, no? Kailangan ng certification, updating sa mga tax laws, no? And tandaan nyo, pagka naging remiss tayo sa training at saka sa pag-update ng standards natin, merong consequences yan. No, it can go from the most obvious na nawawalan ka ng customer kasi hindi ka nag-training ng hospitality and service at saka sa quality, no, may nakakalabas ng malamig na pagkain or mistakes during service, etc. Or it can be more, yung mga mas seryoso, like if you don't engage the proper accountants and the proper bookkeepers, then meron kang tax penalties, no, na-audit ka ng BIR, no, or meron kayong hindi na bayaran na dapat bayaran, no. Even sa no, sa construction, 'di ba? Okay, nagtipid tayo pero eventually, no, nagkaroon ng wag naman mangyari, nagkaroon ng sunog or nagkaroon ng problema ron sa equipment, no? Yung mamahaling equipment nasira or yung mga empleyado mo hindi naging efficient yung kanilang working situation and their output because yung nagtipid tayo sa mga gamit, no? All of these things come together and then you have to recognize that it takes a lot of people to run a restaurant and aces in places.
Ayun.
Importante yun, no? Although training yung topic natin, it's about positioning, recognizing. Kaya nga, yung training needs analysis, it also applies to analyzing yung mga tao, evaluating, okay, ito ang ano nito, and hindi mo pwedeng husgahan lang yon. You have to engage that person in a conversation. What are your strengths? Diba? Ano yung passion mo? What are you enthusiastic doing, no? Or what are you really interested at, no? And then you figure out, no, kung saan siya pinakamagandang ipwesto para lumabas yung tunay na potential niya. That's actually part of training as well.
Yes. Totoo, coach. Actually, magpo-promote ako yung the one you mentioned, Aces in Places. For the ones watching who are not familiar, we also have an episode on that. So we can just easily put Aces in Places.
Na-cover natin yan, no? Aces in Places. Bago tayo tuluyang malibang, batiin natin yung isa sa mga paborito kong tao, no, sa naka-partner sa negosyo rin, si Miss Ann Bernice D. No? Very soft-spoken, pero ang galing magnegosyo, very hands-on. No, si Camille Ann Garcia nandirito na rin, si Jenaline Sigiban, Ributa Sigiban nandirito na rin, si Eden, no, yung mga classmate natin talagang regular attendance, Eden De La Vega, si Ulysses Nang, no. Siyempre ito taga Maxis Group naman to. Lee Abiad, no, Louis Galura. Actually tatlo kami magpipisa na nasa restaurant eh. Yung isa naman sa Dunkin Donuts Group, no? Si NG, kung tawagin namin, yung pinsa namin. Saka si Ulysses naman, nasa Maxis Group. No? Sabi ni Louie, dahil ko natutunan, no? Thank you, Coach. Ayan. From Team BWNT SM Dasma. Maraming salamat. Carlos Manalo, Ivy Par Alcantara, no? PJ Veloso, na yung mga pangalang, pag naririnig mo, maka-classmate ni Ryan Pinpin yan, ano? Lors De La Rita, si paring Jojo Narvaez, naku, namimiss ko na to. Hindi ko siya nakita nung huli ko nagpunta ng US. So sana magkita tayo soon. Paring Jojo Narvaez. Si John Eldrick Nang, syempre naging guest natin kasabayan ni BFF, di ba? Si Kenneth Gabad, no? Si Erwin Lancero na naging guest natin, si Margo Corcuera, si Banji Dips, si Carlos Torrejas, si Kit Lavilla, at syempre si Gerard Flores, no, na napakaraming niyaya dito niya na mga classmates, no. Si Don Mordi, nako, eto boss to sa BBQ Chicken, no. Si Don Mordi, magandang gabi sa iyo. Si Francis Abay, nandirito rin, no. At si Tintin Beltran at ang mga taga University Hotel na medyo naputol yung kanilang kaligayahan ng isang araw dahil natalo ang UP sa
Ayun.
Ateneo. No? 6-1, no? Pero 6-1, no? Yun lang paalala ko sa mga atinistang kaibigan ko. 6-1 pa rin naman kami.
Ayun, sabay ganon.
Piko nito. Congratulations, one big fight, no?
Ayun.
Sherwin Salangsang mula sa Ireland, no? Nandirito rin. Siyempre, yung mga taga Las Vegas, di natin pwedeng kaligtaan yan, no? I think andun din yata si Kaiser Galvez ngayon kasama si paring Jake at si Maring Tina Castro. No? Ayan.
Ayan.
Ako, eto meron tayong celebrity na
Aha.
nanonood. Interesado rin to sa pagninegosyo sa food business, no, rest of negosyo, si paring Rico Robles, no.
Mhm.
Yan.
Celeb.
Idol ko yan sa larangan ng ano, no, kapag host, no. Sana balang araw maging kasing galing ako ni Rico Robles. Paglaki ko.
Paglaki. When you grow
Kaibigan ni
up.
ano yan, Reynard Gallego, na nasa New Zealand na ngayon, no. Si Wayne Pacheco nandirito rin. Okay, share.
Ayan.
Dinilaying tactical lang yung mga ano niya, yung mga
actually,
questions.
pinahinga lang din kita. Mabigat to eh. deserve ang break. Ayun, so, kanina you mentioned yung training na necessary and all the risks that come with it. You mentioned din kanina yung how often should refreshers be done? Kasi hindi naman siya one time eh, di ba?
Yan, ayan, magandang binanggit mo yung risk of training. Alam mo, ang number one na na-encounter ko pag may nagko-consult sa akin, yung, nako sir, minsan kasi nag-invest kami sa tao, tapos aalisan lang kami.
Ayun.
Diba? Naku, nag-abroad lang, ginagawa lang kaming stepping stone. Ayan.
Yan.
So, totoo po yun, yun yung risk eh, no? Kaya, some people, debatable to, meron nagpapapirma ng training bond, di ba? Yung mga ganyan. Ako, hindi ako believer nun eh. I think it all, goes back to recruiting the right people
Yep.
and, delivering the commitments. No? Kung talagang maganda yung kultura ng organisasyon mo and there's a work-life harmony, nakikita ng tao, they're growing, they're developing. The vision is very clear. Saan ako papunta after ilang years? Ito po yung checklist ko. Pag nagawa ko po ba itong lahat, mapopromote ako. And, that would minimize, reduce. No? Without totally eliminate. Wala namang ganun. Siyempre, ang tao minsan meron talagang pagkakataon sa buhay, no? They have opportunities that are better than what you offer. But that's part and parcel of training. Pero ang ano ko naman diyan, ang paniwala ko, ang principle ko is that wala namang nawala eh. No? Kasi you're actually contributing to society. I mean, that might sound cliche or idealistic, but that's the reality of it. In the process of training, you train as a trainer, you learn, you foster or you promote an environment that is focused on training and development, and merong ripple effect sa ibang tao, 'di ba? In fact, sometimes nagiging inspirational nga yan eh, na ay mga trainers pala na nanggagaling dito sa company natin, na nagkakaroon ng magandang opportunity sa buhay.
That's right, yeah.
So, wala namang guarantee that they will stay, but best effort, pero yun yung isa sa mga risk, no? But that's why you have to be very you have to devote time in selecting who do you want to invest in.
True.
Diba? And meron tayong programa dyan, diba? Yung building blocks, diba? IQ, EQ, personality, tapos leadership quotient, management quotient, diba? And then entrepreneurial quotient. And you can only validate all of these things if you're a hands-on resto negosyante.
Yes.
Kasi, diba? Hindi pwedeng, misa ka lang pumunta sa tindahan mo, checking mo lang yung numero, hiningi mo lang yung benta. You have to engage your people. No? So, going back to your original question, which I already forgot. Ano nga yung tanong?
How often should refreshers be done?
Oo. Well, depende sa no? Depende sa type ng sa level ng mga tao, no? Like leadership development should be ongoing. It requires a lot of engagement. Kasi yung leadership roles usually yan na rin yung management roles, 'di ba? So, yung refresher dyan, hindi siya formal, no? I-qualify natin. Kasi we talk about training, merong mga formal training outside of the organization, o yung mga sit down, may mga classroom, no? But ako, every opportunity we use for training, no? Line check. Doing line check inside the restaurant is the best opportunity to train people. Because nandun yung opportunity to recognize, to respectfully hold people accountable.
Mhm.
Kaya nga pinalalagay sa label yung mga pangalan kung sino nag-prep niyan, sino gumawa, para you can recognize a good job, di ba? Yung mga one-on-one check-ins, yung mga during on-floor, no? Those are, let's not confuse that as hindi training yan kasi hindi pumunta sa isang classroom, umupo, nakinig, nanood ng PowerPoint. Training yun. Actually, yun yung 99% of training.
Yes.
All the others yung tinatawag nating refreshers o yung syempre kung merong number one, yung natural na mayroong refresher. Pag may binago ka sa standards,
Yes.
di ba? May rollout, okay? May rollout ka, may launch kang produkto. Pero in between, dapat ongoing yung training per individual person. Dapat yung isang bawat empleyado, no, meron siyang training plan or training program. Meron siyang career path, no? Meron siyang checklist, no? Etong tao na to, dito na siya, next na siya. Okay, magko-cross-train na ba siya sa kusina, no? May schedule. So that's, how you keep people engaged and they know that they're always, stretched beyond their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Diba? So that they feel engaged, they feel enthusiastic, they literally feel that they're growing and developing within your organization. Hindi monotonous yung ginagawa nila. And hindi rin naman pwede na for the sake of just multitasking or cross-training. Kailangan meron silang na-accomplish, meron silang achievement. Think of it like a video game or video game, parang matanda na ako, no? Kung ano man ang tawag na ngayon, no? Mga gamer, no?
Game pa rin naman.
Yung different levels, di ba? Yung different levels na
Tsaka
may achievement ka
na-unlock yung
muna.
skills.
Kasi yung dapat maging part ng kultura na yung pagte-training sa ibang department is a reward.
Yeah.
To recognize you for an achievement. Hindi yung basta, sige, wala kang magawa. Mag-training ka.
Training ka muna.
Yeah? Yun ang minsan, hindi tayo careful sa mga lengguaheng ginagamit natin. So, nadadilute yung kahulugan ng opportunity to be trained. No?
Yes.
Ako, I remember when I was still with a full-blown casual dining restaurant, no? And, you don't just become a bartender. May mga may mga steps. No? Simula ka dito, hindi siya rango, hindi siya hierarchy, pero alam mo that for you to qualify, malinaw na, okay, hindi ka pwedeng maging magaling na bartender kung hindi ka magaling na server. Kasi mangangamote ka sa loob ng bar. Kasi ang bar, live yan, pinapanood ka, di ba? You cannot, hindi pwedeng teka-teka sa Tagalog. So, kung hindi ka magaling na server, magbabartender ka pa, may drinks ka pang gagawin, may isa-serve mo pa yung drinks ng mga nasa mesa din, di ba? So, highest level siya ng front of the house before being a key employee or a manager. So, yung understanding ng mga ganung proseso is very important. Kasi otherwise, madadilute yung transferring. Tinransfer lang. Bakit ka tinransfer? Siguro may umalis kaya ako nalipat dito sa posisyon na to, no? Kailangan intentional at organized.
Yes.
Para yung training itself and how it's being assigned or conducted is systematic, no? And it's also based on certain standards. Yun naman ang importante na hindi mo binababa yung standard to accommodate the necessity of yung business or yung kakulangan, deficiencies mo sa tao or hindi mo na ma-manage yung employee engagement, maraming umaalis. So, nagsasuffer yung standard. Hindi pwedeng ibaba yung standard. Kasi expectation ng customers, hindi naman nila ibababa yan.
Totoo.
Diba? Kahit ibaba mo pa yung presyo, again, arguable yan. Akala ng iba, pag discounted naman, promo naman, no? Ako, I've seen people get mad at yung mga late night bakery sale. A lot of employees think na late night bakery sale, maarte ka pa. Hindi totoo yun. No? They deserve the same hospitality and service because it's still patronizing the brand, no, in the business. No? And ikaw yung nag-create ng promo, kasalanan ba nila yun, di ba? So,
oo, hindi rin naman siya promo pagdating or cut down pagdating sa quality dapat.
Parang yung pinaka-crude example, no, pinakamadalas mangyari, pag opening, hindi pa pwedeng teka-teka kasi bukas ka na eh. Hindi pa pwedeng, sorry, sanay lang po, medyo bababa pa po yung energy level namin. Magpapainit pa po kami. Hindi pwede yan. Sa gabi naman yung, pasensya na ho kayo, medyo nagmamadali na kami. Hirap po kasing umanat ng joyride at saka ng
Hindi nila concern yun.
ng angkas eh. Diba? Bubuksan na yung ilaw, tataas na yung silya, diba? So, training yun, training driven yun. Kasi kung yung leadership driven, kasi what you permit, you promote.
Magbibil lang ako, coach, kasi I'm happy to be a part of an organization that has the systems and the standards pagdating sa, we don't even call it training, we call it learning. Kasi you're very much, you should be very much involved and even on the driver's seat as an employee. Hindi ka nakaasa sa, yun nga yung, ano yung binibigay ng company. So there are tools that are present, but it should always rely on your we call it IDP, the Individual Development Plan.
Ang
So
ganda
yun yung
ng term,
sinasabi
di
niyan,
ba?
di ba? And kasi
Individual
parang,
development plan, yes.
yes, and together with that is what you want to achieve, what are your goals, apart from your job, as well as what's the succession plan. Sino yung susunod sa'yo for after 3 years? So yung taong susunod sa'yo, kailangan ipe-prepare din siya with the tools and the systems.
Siguro para may konteksto yung mga ating tagapanood, can you give us an idea, no, yung
Mhm.
pivot na ginawa mo sa karir mo and how training helped you adapt, no? And adapt and adopt, no,
Mhm,
yung
mhm.
new ways, no? And I'm inspired by your story, no? And all of this happened during the time of the pandemic, tama?
Yes, that's
Oo. So,
true.
kwento mo sa kanila para alam nila kung saan nanggagaling yung kaalaman mo. Dati, ang pananaw namin sir, di ba, marketing ka di ba?
Yes.
But now, tell them about what you do now. Baka hindi
Yeah.
natin naikwento
So
sa mga tagapanood.
from 22 years in marketing, from that's what I've studied and all. Nasa ano ko ngayon. Technically, I'm in HR. So you HR pero as an HR partner for a shared business service in a pharma company. So parang ikaw parang nung naipasok ako doon together with
Global, global
global
farm.
global pharma siya. So nag-start off siya with I handled the learning delivery so sa training, and then they added in also I manage stakeholders of across regions ng people directors as well as yung shared business, the payroll, the and life cycle onboarding, offboarding. So talagang imagine mo yung parang comfort zone of 20 plus years in marketing to this. But for people who saw the potential in it across yung planning sa career, it made sense. And I'm happy with the change, even it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, kasi ako, from a kuya standpoint, di ba? Parang kuya mo ko, sinasabi ko sa iyo parati, di ba? It's always good to have options, di ba? And
Yes.
if you develop another competency, no, in right now sa konteksto ng mundo ngayon, 'di ba? And you can say that you can have the context of years of experiences in marketing, and then you can share that, 'di ba? Kasi mas effective ka as trainer kung may pinaghugutan ka munang core
Totoo.
competency na
Yes.
iba eh. 'Di ba?
Totoo.
Kasi 'di ba, may masakit magsalita, 'di ba? Yung sabi, trainers are trainers because they cannot parang yung sinasabi na
Those who teach can't do.
all those we teach can do.
Ah,
Tama yan. Tama, eksakto, no? And nakaka-offend yun kasi mas
mm.
maganda kung trainer ka pero you can do, no? Kaya ka nga naging trainer
Totoo.
eh, di ba?
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. Yeah, in
that's
the
why
same
excited
way,
rin si She tonight sa episode
oo,
natin
sobrang
kasi nga yung konteksto
excited.
niya eh, di ba?
Yes, yes. Kasi that's the part also where the customer experience kasi stakeholder ko na yung employees, right? So from the experience of I know what you went through as somebody from marketing as well and somebody from business, they will listen to you better.
Yan. At
Ayun.
alam mo na speaking of no, is to training related rin, no. Isi-segue ko parang malayo pero kung titingnan mo pero kaugnay na kaugnay. Maraming tinitrain na tao to. At ito po ang dahilan kung ba't nakakatakbo pa ako ng mabilis, nakatalon pa ako ng paulit-ulit, no. Ang aking physical therapist, no,
Ayan.
si Renz Trajano, nandirito ngayong gabi, no.
Wow,
Kasama ko
ayan.
yan every Wednesday at pinaiiyak ako niyan sa mga therapy na ginagawa niya sa akin. Pero yung
Stretch
resulta
ka,
naman
stretch.
talagang And I mentioned marami silang tinitrain ng mga interns eh. And ako habang tinitherapy ako, mahilig ako mag-observe, makinig. Yung dynamics of the trainers and the trainees. Ang ganda pa panoorin nun eh. No? Ako lalo pag store opening, nako, sarap panoorin yan. No? Yung kasi, yung makikita mo yung mga trainees na as the opening draws nearer and nearer, parang may stage fright yung iba, and how
Totoo.
the trainers will now, even sa aspeto na yon, they will, encourage them, no?
Yeah.
Tell them about the experiences. Huwag kang mag-alala, nandito ako, I will help you out. If you fail, don't don't be afraid to fail kasi mistakes are, common, or it's not the end of the world pagka opening. Talagang may magkakamali at may magkakamali. The more important thing is how much we learn, and then we improve every shift, every order that comes in, di ba? Ang ganda pakinggan ng mga ganung dynamics, doon ako nahinog eh. Di ba? And doon ako, kumbaga, naging consistently engaged dito sa industriya na to, no? Yung excitement ng dynamics between, the people who teach, the people who train, and the people who are being trained. Nakita mo yung next generation ng mga leaders eh, na nagtutuloy, ika nga yung DNA being passed on from the founders, the founders of the company, tinuro sa mga unang set ng mga taong naging empleyado, and then growth and development happen, and now, you're providing employment, and, training is actually very, empowering talaga yan. Kahit hindi ka nasa resto negosyo, kahit sa corporate world, no, kahit anong linya, if you consistently, get trained, and you are, actually volunteering yourself to be subject to training, improvement, learning, listening to podcast, training yun,
Oo,
di ba?
talent development, kumbaga, ikaw yung biggest
Yes.
talent mo eh. So, you
Yes.
develop towards.
Yes.
Mm.
And babalik tayo sa topic natin last week, you add value to yourself. 'Di ba? Yun naman ang ng investment ng training, nakapagdadagdag ng value.
Mhm. Ayun, ang exciting. Kaya tayo sobrang na-excite, Coach, kasi yan ang ating essence coach and share. Those are the
Yes.
two words critical for
Yes,
training.
exactly. Eto, magaling na trainer. Speaking of maraming dumaan at na mga manage MIC or manager in charge sa mga tindahan ng Buffalo, si Kuya Nelson Sunyo. Magandang gabi sa iyo, brother. I know it's an honor that you're listening tonight. Si MC Ken, ako, si Mac Ken, nagtuturo na rin to sa What About Coffee sa University Hotel. Si Leo Benson, nakikinig din sa atin, of course, from Leon of Antipolo. Si Chef Jun de Guzman, ako, marami ring naturuan to. No, nasa larangan ng catering events, but even when he was a line cook, a makeup person or dispatcher in Outback Steakhouse, ang daming natutunan nito, no? Mahusay sa kusina. Si John Paul San Juan, nandirito rin, isa sa mga previous guest natin, and si Ray Perez. Ayan.
Ayan. Last question, Coach. Ito actually very timely din yung, in what ways can technology be leveraged to streamline training processes and maximize yung success for resto negocios?
It's an ongoing process. No? It should not be only during August, September, or strategic planning. As I mentioned earlier, the dimensions that I mentioned are very important. Late ko na recognize yan, no, na yung kabuuan ng training is not just the actual training execution, but, analysis of training content, how you make it more precise, more relatable, no, it will resonate. Kasi yung training effectiveness, ano rin yan eh, a lot of it is driven by the content and the method, di ba? Kung magaling ang method, hindi maganda content, ano yun, mababaw, di ba? Pero sayang naman, kung maganda yung content, hindi na di-deliver ng tama. So, it's actually a very important competency that you need to have in your organization, no? For each leader to become a trainer. No, yun ang ano ko no, dapat nga hindi ka pwedeng mag-lead kung hindi ka willing magturo. Kasi that's an integral part of training. Tama, Share, di ba?
Totoo.
Kasi a lot of managers akala nila, when I become a manager, everyone will comply. No, it's not about power, no, it's about influence. Influence is the currency of leadership, sabi nga ni John Maxwell. And I believe in that, no. You cannot force people to do things, no. Kung sumusunod lang yung tao dahil sa takot sa iyo or pinipwersa mo lang sila or dahil pinananakot mo yung house rules, yung handbook, no, yung policies, no, hindi yan sustainable eh. And nakakapagod yan. Para sa iyo, more than sa tao. Para sa iyo. Kasi it's going to be if there's such a thing as transactional customer engagement, there's also such a thing as transactional employee engagement. No, kasi hindi malalim yung connection, no. Hindi naging who organization. Sino nagsabi, sige si boss, gawin natin. Pero pag why organization yan, naintindihan ng tao and they ask why, no. Itong bagong policy, ano nga po yung reason ba't natin babaguhin tong standard? No, ito po kasi yung dating ginagawa namin. Ba't po natin binago? And the owner or the resto negosyante or the leader, the managers on floor on the front lines should be able to explain Yun ang measurement Yun ang metrics ng isang effective na why organization culture. Pag kayang ipaliwanag ng tao, bakit natin ginagawa yung mga ginagawa natin? At makabubuti ba yon sa lahat ng stakeholders? Mas maigi bang experience para sa customers? Mas maigi bang experience para sa mga empleyado? Di ba? Classic example yan Ang ganda nung ginawa ng R&D pero hindi na consider yung execution aspect. Pagtataka siya, ba't hindi bumibenta yung item? Kasi pagdating pala sa tindahan, ayaw ibenta ng mga server dahil ang tagal lumabas. Bakit matagal lumabas? Kasi ang hirap gawin. Di ba? So, it can be also based on the layout, no, or anything that would impede yung yung employee experience. Sabi nga pag maganda ang employee experience, maganda ang customer experience. So, yun yung I think yun yung in a way what wraps up yung ating episode in terms of training being a multifaceted No, multifaceted ano siya no, aspect of a business, no. Pero sabi mo nga ang ganda ng unang tanong mo, doon ko rin ibabalik. Tingnan mo rin kung anong impact sa people, tingnan mo kung anong impact sa brand, tingnan mo kung anong impact sa business. Kasi yun naman ang framework na ginagamit ko, people, brand, business. No, it's training, making better making your employees better leaders of people. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, is training making your people better brand ambassadors. Diba? Naintindihan nila yung brand, naintindihan na yung essence ng brand, DNA ng brand. They are actually living ambassadors of the brand, diba? And then number three, can they create actual value for the business? Tumaas ang benta, na-manage yung food cost without compromising quality, ang taas ng productivity level, no? Less for more, diba? Less people, more results. Everybody's more happy because they're sharing, like in the case of service charge and other incentives, mas productive ka, mas konti nag-share. There's a lot more to take home at the end of the pay period, di ba? And then eventually, ang dulo niyan, the brand becomes healthier and stronger. And at the heart of that is your commitment to people, which starts with the proper recruitment and then training, systematic, standardized and efficient training systems, and then yung operations mo na nagva-validate na nagagawa ba yung mga itinitrain. I think yung part ng question mo is how do you measure? Ang metrics niyan is pag tumataas ang transaction count mo, 'di ba? Tumataas ang benta mo, then maganda yung hospitality and service mo, maganda yung quality management mo, no? It will manifest sa P&L o sa profit and loss statement, sa income statement ng iyong restaurant.
Ayun, may talaga hard results. Hindi lang siya yung nice to have.
Parang P2R siya, di ba? Yung purpose to result.
Yes.
Mas concise lang. So parang hinipa na naman po ng hangin ang isang oras, no? Si China Magsaysay nandirito. Ang ganda pangalan niya, China, di ba? Si Nestor Cadiz, kaibigan at kabasketball si Nestor, si Ariel Manulat, si Cipriano de Guzman. No? Thank you Francis Abay, sabi niya, ang daming learnings na naman. Love it. Yan. Chinta Renal, magandang gabi po sa inyo, ma'am. Partner, sige, go ahead. Before I give my resto code for tonight, please say your parting words.
Ayan, just stay safe. At saka alam ko maulan. Make sure your immunity's up dahil hindi pa rin naman natatapos ang ating mga pagkakasakit. And always be there and collaborate. I think that's the best thing that happened between the two of us also.
Yeah, I think there should be a part 2, no? Siguro pag collaborate natin, speaking of collaboration, na yun nga, no, you being in the training, being deeply engaged in training now in your role. Let's share more insights, no? Parang bitin yung episode na to. So we'll follow up with another episode about training.
Yeah.
For our resto quote for the week, the goal of education is understanding, the goal of training is performance. By Frank Bell, no? Is educator, no? Educator Frank Bell. Parati ko sinasabi yan, share, no? I always start my training sessions with the magic question, why are you here today? No, kasi hindi importante yung objectives ko as a coach eh. Ang importante yung objectives mo as a participant or the mentee, di ba? Or the one being coach. Kasi kung hindi malinaw sa yung why mo, then magiging isang lang to. Parang nasa checklist lang, isa sa mga training na naatinan mo, kumuha ka ng certificate, no, etc., etc. But ang tanong is, how did it translate into actual performance? That will have an impact not only for the company but also for you as an individual sa iyong growth and development. Kasi pag training, panalo ang kumpanya, panalo ang empleyado. Diba? So again, maraming salamat po sa inyo sa isang oras na sinamahan nyo kami every Tuesday na bahagi na ng buhay namin ni Cher to, no? Sa pagmamadali ni Cher na umuwi, no, para makaumabot sa episode. Ako naman, syempre, ito yung mga pag-busy day, ito yung, okay, let's refresh, no? Let's meet our classmates again. So maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo sa amin. At sa mga nag-share, nagla-like, mga nagkikwento sa iba, maraming salamat po. Sana mag-grow yung community natin with more members, more classmates, lalo yung mga bago, no? Yung mga mas bata, mayaya natin para maaga pa lang sa karir ng pagre-resto negosyo nila o pagtatrabaho sa mga restaurant ay, 'di ba, makapag na sila, no, makapakinabang na sa mga pinag-uusapan natin dito linggo-linggo. And with that, I say remove the clutter and focus on what really matters. na huwag natin kalimutan yung mga essentials na natutunan natin nung panahon ng pandemya. Okay, malapit na po ang Pasko. So, advance Merry Christmas. Ilang days na
Ayun.
lang. So, wala
I
kaming
think around
countdown
62
dito.
na lang, oo. 66, 69 last week eh.
Oo.
Na 7, oo.
Sige. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. At syempre, UP fight. Bumawi sa huli. No? Bye-bye.
Bye!